and plus one more thing is, okay, then so unbounded task flow unbounded task flow is created with pages, but unbounded task flow created with pages, and bounded task flow created with page fragments. Unbounded task flow created with pages, but bounded task flow created with pages or page fragments. Unbounded task flow in that page is a JSPX page, but in case of bounded task flow it can be JSPX or it can be JSFF. Pages means JSPX, page fragment means what? JSFF. And so what are added to the task flow? What we add to the task flow? Okay. See, what we add to the task flow, they are called activities. What we add to the task flow, that is called activity. That means each one is called one activity in the task flow. So like this one, this is one activity, this is one activity, each one is called one activity. So what we add to the task flows are called activities. Okay, so there are different types of activities. This is view activity, can be a method call activity, view activity. View activity is for to display pages. So to the task flow you want to add a page, then take view activity. If you want to take a page, then take view activity. From the task flow I want to execute a method defined in what? AM. I want to execute that method from UI. Then you can take that method into the task flow. So to execute the method, use method call. To execute the method, use what? Method call. Next one, like you want to implement if then else in task flow. To implement if then else, then take what? Router activity. Okay. Next you want to call a task flow from another task flow, then take what? Task flow call activity. Then so this is task flow written. Next one, you want to call what's it? Another page, like you want to call a page, then take what? URL view activity. Just give the URL. So based on that URL, okay, like for example www.google.com. so google.com that page is what? Open. This is save point. So restoring purpose, this is so one is what? View activity, this is for displaying the page, and another activity is method call activity to invoke the method, to execute the method from task flow. Next another one, router activity to implement what? If then else. Next another one, task flow call activity to call task flow from another task flow. To call task flow from another task flow. This is task flow return. From the task flow I want to return to the main. Then take this one, task flow return. URL activity. Okay. Save point restore. This is for restoring purpose. That's all. So these are the activities. Like suppose, for example, now let's go to this application. In this application, like I want to like go to the task flow. What I said, by default your ADF application is created with what? Unbounded task flow. But where you find that unbounded task flow? You'll find the unbounded task flow in web by INF. You find the unbounded task flow in web by INF. Under this view controller, web by INF, ADFC config.xml. Under this view controller, web by INF, ADFC config.xml. Just open this ADFC config.xml. When you open this ADFC config.xml, so the unbounded task flow opens. This is called unbounded task flow. Okay. Then what we add to this unbounded task flow is pages. You can add page, like what I said, activities now. See that. Okay. One is view activity, URL, task flow, like save point, restore, router, method call, etc. So these are the activities. So any activity like pages, if you take page, what we add to the page is components, but what we add to the task flows are called activities. Okay. Then so like I want to add a page, I want to add 2 pages. To add 2 pages, so select this view, drag the view, drop onto this unbounded task flow. 1 page is added. So I want to add 1 more page. Then so take this view activity. If you want page, take view activity. Drag this view activity, drop onto this page. Okay. Then I want to create a link. Means in this page, when I click one button, I want to go to the next page. Then what you have to create is, you have to create what? Control flow case. Then so add the pages. After adding the pages, select this control flow case, drag this control flow case, drop onto this page 2. Drag from page 1, drop onto the page 2. Then suppose, say for example, edit. Okay na? Then so understood? Nothing. Suppose like, see, select the first, add the pages, page 1, page 2. Then select the control flow case and drag the control flow case from page 1 and drop onto the page 2 and select what? Edit. So this is the, what is edit is? Edit is control flow case name. The name of the control flow case. So now go to the page and design the pages. Now go to this view activity and design the pages. Okay, I'll go to this one, view, and design the pages. So go to this view one. So just name it to V1 only. Like click OK. Then so into this page, I'll take some component layout. I'm taking the panel box. Next, inside this, I'll take what? Employees V1. Employees V1. Drag and drop onto the panel box and select what? Table. I'm taking ADF read-only table. In the first page, I'm taking ADF read-only table. Then so now selection is single row. When you drag table and drop onto this page, it will ask what is your selection. You want to select multiple rows or you want to select single row. My selection is single row. I don't want to enable sorting. I don't want to enable filtering. Just click OK. So a table is created. In this table, I'll select one row. I'll select a row in this table and click the edit button, and I want to go to the next page. in the next page I want to open that row. In this table I'll select one row and click edit button. When I click the edit button, I want to go to the next page. In the next page I want to open that row and make some changes and commit and come back to the previous one. So here what I'm taking is, in this I'm taking another button, this button. So take the button into the toolbar, and here what is the button name? Just change the text to edit. So when user clicks edit button, then go to next page. But how you go to the next page? Okay, na? Then so how to navigate to the next page? Then so to navigate from one page to another page, we'll be taking control flow case. Yes or no? We'll be using what? Control flow case. Then see this is called control flow case, to navigate from one page to another page. Then you have to find out which control flow case is going to the page 2. Okay, so which control flow case is going to the page 2? Edit is going to the page 2. Then what you do, so when user clicks edit button, you want to go to the page 2. Then which control flow case is going to the page 2? Edit. Then so set, there is a, for command button, this is the command button. For command button there is a property called action property. There is a property called action property. Okay, for command button edit, there is a property called action property. In this action property, select what's at edit. Set the action property to edit. So this is the command button edit. Set the action property to edit. When the action property is set to edit, then when user clicks edit button, then edit control flow case is going to the page 2. Then control will go to the page 2. Okay, so now save it. Next, let's check, run this one. Okay, nothing. What I did, just in the page 2, again design the page 2 also. Design the page 2 also. Page 1 is design and design the page 2. View 2. Okay. So in this page, what you want to do this in this page, you want to edit the row. Then so take what, to edit the row, then again take format table. You want to edit single row, na? Selected row means take what, form, take form, ADF form. So then I don't want navigation buttons, click OK. Okay, but after making changes, then you want to commit or not? Yes, then take commit also. So drag the commit and drop inside this toolbar. So ADF button. Then next, but by default this commit will be enabled only after going to the insert mode, but I want to enable this commit always. To enable this commit always, then there is a property. What is the property? Disable property. Remove this disable property. When this is removed, then it is enabled what? Always. There is a property called disable property. Remove the disable property, then it is enabled always. Now that's all. See, now run this page. Select this, right click, run. Okay, then suppose I'll select this one 100. There is a employee ID, suppose 100. I'll select this row and click this what? Edit button. Click the edit button. So when you click the edit button, so then 100 is open. That the same row is opened in the next page. How this is possible? How the same row is opened in the next row, next page? But we didn't do anything. We didn't do anything. By default it is opened in the next page, selected row. Because both two components you have taken. One is table, another one what? Form. Both are based on the same VO. Both are based on what? Same VO. But table will show all the rows, form will show the current row. In the table you selected one row, that becomes the current row. And that current row is opened in the form. Okay, then. So next, the salary is 13,000. Suppose I'll change it to 12,000. Click this what? Commit. Click this commit. Okay. So committed. The changes are committed. Now.
So if I want what I have edited, storing not the employee table, I'll store another temporary table.
You can do it, no problem.
Your commit means it will be stored in the...
That's what, you can do it, like you have to write the code for that. You have to write your own code. If you don't want the, okay na, like what existing functionality, if you want to replace or if you want to extend, then what you have to write the code. You don't want the default functionality, you want to extend the functionality or you want to replace the functionality, then you have to write your own code.
It is writing in Java?
Yeah.
JavaScript
Java code. So okay, and in this page, like in this page, I'll take one more button, like say back. I'll commit the changes and I'll take back button. When I click the back button, I want to go to the previous one. So what? Take one more button. Take one button. So in this, so what is this is? Say what? Back. Okay, so when I click the back button, I want to go to the previous page. But so then when you click the back button to go to the previous page, there should be a control flow case, no? Yes or no? To go to the previous page, then select what? Control flow case. From where to where? Page 2 to page 1. And page 2 to page 1. So what this is? Say back. Any name can be anything. Control flow case name can be anything. So in this page 2, when user clicks back button, so go to the page 1. So which control flow case is going to the page 1? Back. So then in this there is a call back. Select this back. Okay. So when user clicks back button, then so it will go to the previous page. Let's check. So select this, run. See that the page navigation is very much very simplified in ADF. Okay, moving from one page to another page. But if you go to other technologies, you have to write the code. You have to write some code for calling the page. Okay, now you don't need to write code for just calling the pages. Just what? Use control flow cases. Suppose, so I'll select 100, I select 105, I'm selected 105, click what? Edit button, click edit button. So 105 is open, so make some changes, commit, then click what? Back. When you click this back, then you are going to the previous page. Yes, then, but in this, like what? I want to take a new button in the first page. This is the first page. In the first page I'll take what? New button. When I click the new button, I want to open what's that? Another page. In that page I want to insert the data and commit the changes, again come back to the previous one. So CRUD operations in two different pages. Earlier we did all these operations in one page. I want to do it in two different pages. Then, so take one more button. What is that? New. So I do one thing. Just see this. So in this page 1, so I'll take one more button, drag this button, drop onto this property inspector here, command button, what? New. Take new button. Okay, na? Take new button. So when user clicks new, then what's it? When user clicks new, then what you do? Go to what? Another page. Go to another page. Or can I use this page? This one, this page. Okay, na? Because this is not read only form. This is ADF form. So you can edit. You can use it for edit purpose. You can use it for insert purpose. This form.
Can you answer page 4? Page 4 is also.
Page 4, like simply what? Drag and drop. That's all. Create the link. Drag the page 4, drop. That's what. You can add new pages, or you can also take the existing pages into the task flow. Then, so, sir, what I want to do is, in this, when user clicks new, I want to open this. Then, let's see, suppose, control flow case, like taking what? One more. Okay, na? What is this? Year to year. Then what? Say what? New. Say new. Okay, now then say new. So here then in this page 1, so I'll click this new button. In this page 1, I'll click the new button. When new button is clicked, I want to go to the next page. So what is the control flow case you said? New. Set the control flow case to new. But when you set the control flow case to new, then let's see this. ADFC config, just run this page 1 set. And suppose I'm clicking this new. When you click this new, then so the edit page is open, the second page is open, but by default, see, by default the VO will be opened in read mode. By default the VO will be opened in what? Read mode. Edit mode. By default the row is opened in edit mode. But because you have not selected any row, by default it opens the first row. Understood, no? But like what I want to do is, okay, I want to, like, what for you're opening this page for inserting a new, then the text boxes must be what, sir? Empty. Text boxes must be what? Empty. Then so open, like make the text boxes empty. Then that means actually the VO should be opened in what? Insert mode. How to open this VO in insert mode? Then see this here. Then see, but how to open this in insert mode? That means before opening the page, execute one method. What method? Create insert method. When you execute create insert method, execute the create insert, open the VO. Before opening the VO, execute the create insert. So when create insert is executed, then the VO will be opened in what? Insert mode. Then how to execute the create insert? See, under this employees view, there is a call what? Operations. Under this operations, there is a call what? Create insert. So drag this create insert, drop onto this what? Task flow. Drop onto the task flow. What is this V1, V2? View activities. What is this create insert is? Method call activity. V1, V2 are view activities, and what is this is? Method call activity. Then now do one thing. So control flow case, V1 to this create insert, that is what? New. Next one, control flow case from create insert to what? View, V2. Then that means in this page 1, if I click new button, then first it executes what? Create insert. After executing this create insert, then open this page. So before opening this page, we are executing the create insert. Then the page will be opened in insert mode. Okay. So in this page 1, so when user clicks new button, set the action property to what? New. So then when which new is going to where? The new is the control place. What it is going to what? Create insert. So create insert is executed. Then next it will go to the page 2. So I'm running this one. I'm running this page. but this is unbounded task flow. Entry points can be multiple entry points. In case of bounded task flow, entry points will be only one, always one. If entry points will be multiple means I can run from here, I can run from here, I can run from this one. You can start from anywhere. You can start your application from this point, you can start application from this point, or you can start application from this point. Entry points can be multiple.
If we start from there,
Page 2 will be displayed first. Okay, but in case of unbounded task flow, entry point will be always only one, cannot be multiple. And so now see here I am clicking this new button. So when you click this new button, so the second page is open, but the page is opened in what? Read mode. The page is opened in read mode. Yes or no? Sorry. Insert mode. The page is opened in insert mode. Okay. So make the changes. Okay, na? Make the changes and enter the values and click commit. Next click what's it? Back. You'll go to the previous page. Because they're mandatory fields, compulsory you have to provide the values. No. In database they are declared not null. Database level they are declared not null.
Sir, we did not create any back control flow case. We can create insert and view.
One second. What? Huh?
We did not create any back control flow case between view1 and create insert.
V1 and create insert. This one new.
But still when we are inserting, how we are getting it back?
No boss, we are opening this page 2. This is not a page. This is not a page. This is a method. This is a page. In this page, back is there. Okay, in case of edit purpose, insert purpose, we are opening the same page. But in case of edit purpose, we are opening the page. But in case of insert, we are opening the page. Before opening the page, we are executing the create insert. That's all. This is the only difference. Okay, na? None. Okay, then so otherwise suppose you can also implement in another way also. This is like one way. You can also implement this in another way. Okay, and we'll see that way also, like by using router activity. If then else. Okay, na? If user clicks edit, then go to this. If user clicks new button, go to this. If user clicks some other button, go to this. We can implement like this. That improves readability. Okay, then plus, and one more thing is we'll see that one. And in this page one, so okay, you want to edit. So what you are doing? You want to edit the employee data. So what you are doing? And you select the row. In the table you select the row and click what? Edit button. You select the row and click edit button. You are going to the next page. But what I want to do is, instead of selecting this row, okay, and clicking the edit button, just make the employee ID. Now what is created for employee ID? Okay, now if you see this here, what is created for employee ID? What is created for employee ID is in the table. Just see this. In this table, what is created for employee ID is text box is created. Okay, na? It is created what? Text box, output text box. But instead of showing the text box, show command link, so that you can click the employee ID. When you click the employee ID, that should be opened in the next page. Don't take edit button. So what? Make the employee ID as command link. So when you click the command link, when you click the employee ID, then open the employee details in another page. So like this. Here I want to make this as command link. Now it is text box. Now I want to make this as command link. Then how to make this as command link? Okay, how to make this as command link? Then so in this page one, sir, in this page one, sir, if you want to do this, like we use structure window. If you want to like modify these components, etc., you want to remove the components, in place of that component you want to take another component, then better to use what? Structure window. So here I'll take one this structure window. Open the structure window first. So employee ID is there now. Employee ID. Now select this employee ID. So select the employee ID. What is the value property set to? In the table there are number of columns. I selected the employee ID. So then what is the value property? Row dot what? Employee ID. So this property is showing the employee ID is 100, 101, 102, 103, etc. How it is showing? Because of this property. This property is getting the value from VO and showing the value. Okay, then so just copy this property and remove this what, sir? Remove this what? Output text box. I'll remove this output text box. Then I'll remove this output text. So output text is removed. In employee ID, a text box is removed. In place of text box, what do you want? You want command link. Then what? Just say link. Just type link here. So in this, take link. ADF faces common components. Okay, now there is a link. ADF faces common components. So select this link, drag the link, drop under this employee ID column. Drag the command link, drop under this employee ID column. So command link is added. In place of text box, you have taken what? Remove the existing text box, and in place of text box, you have taken what? Command link. But I don't want to show command link 1, the text property. What are the properties? It is showing command link 1, etc. I don't want to show that. I wanted to show what? Employee IDs. Yes or no? Then what you do to show the employee IDs? So remove the text property. What is the text property set to? Command link 1. Now it will show command link 1. So in place of this one, show what? Row dot what? Employee ID. So if you say row dot employee IDs, then it displays what? Employee IDs. And so now save. Now but when user clicks this employee ID, where you want to go to, set? Go to the next page. So edit. Which page is going to the page to? Edit, no? Yes or no? Select what? Edit. Command link action property. Set the command link action property to what? Edit. So when command link is clicked, then you'll go to the next page. Let's see this. Then so plus in this page 1, I don't need edit button now. I don't need edit button. So you can remove this edit button, because so when you click employee ID, you are opening the edit page. Now save it, then click this one. Okay, see that now everyone like employees, each and every employee became what? Command link. I'll click this 100. Suppose I'll click the 100. So when you click the 100, so it is the next page is open and 100 is opened. Okay, suppose go to this back. Next, suppose 105. I click the 105. So when you click the 105, 105 is open. Very simple, no? So remove the output text box. In place of output text box, take what? Command link. That's all. First open the structure window. Structure window. In the structure window, so this is the panel box. Inside the panel box, you have taken what? Table. So table contains what? There is a panel box. Inside the panel box, there is a table. What table contains? Columns. Inside the column, which column? Column for employee ID. This is the employee ID column. Under this employee ID column, actually what you find? Text box. Remove the text box. Before removing the text box, copy the value property. Okay. Then before remove the text box, copy the value property. So remove the output text box. In place of that, take command link. Go to the command link properties. There is a text property. paste the value property. You copied already value property, now paste it. So, okay, very simple. Like if you want to create this type of a simple application in other technologies, you have to write what lot of code. But we are not written a single line. Okay. So you do this application, you try this application, okay.